That's whoring out our sisters, sleeping from woman to woman to woman, man to man to man, read.
And adulterers.
And adulterers are people that sleep outside of the marriage. Y'all are married. Y'all are one flesh. You don't want to bring others into the marriage. Read.
God will judge.
It's like God will what?
God will judge.
One more time.
God will judge.
So it's a righteous thing that y'all getting y'all paperwork. It's a righteous thing that y'all getting married. Give me that in token, because that's an honorable thing according to the law. I just read a post yesterday. It says the rate 17,000 people was diagnosed with HIV in Houston. That's just in Houston. Now, if we would be honorable and marry our sisters, those numbers will greatly diminish. I didn't know that. Let's be real. There's a description of Christ in the Bible.
Right.
They will not show you yet. When you go into your church house, you're going to see a blonde hair, blue-eyed man. Why? Actually said why? Why is that? Why is the greatest man that walked the earth, they depict him as a white man? Why? Once a slave, always a slave. If I can keep y'all at the bottom, if I can keep y'all at the bottom by any means necessary, I'm gonna keep y'all at the bottom, which means that what? I'm gonna make sure y'all stay at the bottom. I'm gonna make sure it ain't no white, no black leaders rise up and stand up. Why? Because when you look in the reflection, you see another black man, you gonna think, damn, we at the lowest of society. We at the bottom of the pool pit. You know what I'm saying? I will never be as good as the white man. Superman, white man. All your greatest superheroes, white men. They got very few black heroes. I've yet to see. Read it again. Because I want y'all to know, since y'all are Israelites, read
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now, it's saying what God requires of thee. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Read.
To walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
With all your heart. And we say serving with all your heart. Read.
And with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
It say for thy good. Give me 1 John 5 and 3. You're supposed to keep the commandments and live. You're supposed to, give me that Proverbs. You're supposed to keep the commandments and live. The commandments is what gives you life. We're going to bring out some commandments and we're going to see, are y'all here for God? Matter of fact, give me Galatians 1 and 10. Are y'all here for God or y'all here for man? Us men out here in purple, we out here for the Most High God. When we read a law, we follow that law and we keep it to the utmost. You get what I'm saying? That's how you fear God, and that's how you keep his commandments. Give me that Galatians 1 and 10.
Book of Galatians, chapter 1, verse 10.
Bring it out.
For do I not persuade men?
It's like, do I not persuade men? Am I here for another man? Am I here to please men? Read.
Or God?
Or am I here to please God? I'm gonna answer it for you. I'm here to please God. If somebody say, hey, God said this, I'm going to say, where is that in the Bible? Where is it? I'm going to look for it. You get what I'm saying? Why? Because anybody can say anything. The Bible say prove all things. Read it again.
For do I now persuade men? Or God?
Read.
Or do I seek to please men?
Do I seek to please men? Am I a man pleaser? Am I here to make friends? Am I here to just say, am I here to just follow anybody if they say just do anything? I've heard all my life I was black. I heard all my life Jesus was a white man. I've heard all my life that I'm a nigga. I'm at the bottom of society. I ain't gonna never rise above. Read.
For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Christ.
The Most High said, if I yet please men, am I not the servant of Christ? He said, you gotta choose a side. You gotta choose. You can't serve two masters, like 1 Corinthians said. You can't serve two masters. You gonna have to choose a side. Now the scripture's asking you, which side are you gonna choose? I don't know which side y'all gonna choose, but I'm here to tell y'all today, I'm gonna choose God. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's give out some commandments. Today is a Sabbath day. We want y'all to know today is a Sabbath day. No. Give me one scripture for my brother, because we want you to keep commandments. Read. Today is Sabbath day. You look like you selling. Oh, what y'all selling? Man, that is a sin. Today is a Sabbath day. There's no buying and selling today. You know what I'm saying? You give me that I think Nehemiah. There's no buying and selling on a Sabbath day. Today, if you look at your calendar, you can pull out your phone right now. The last day of the week is what? Saturday. And they started all over on Sunday. But yet, we go to church on what day? Sunday. Somebody lied. Somebody lied to you. You know where they came from? What we just discussed earlier. They came from man-made tradition. They came from white men giving you religion. The Bible never said celebrate on a Sunday. It said the last day of the week. Right. The Sabbath. They kept the last day of the week, but they said, hey, let's just tell them go to church on Sunday. Eventually, over time, they're gonna console. They're gonna say, hey, you know what? Let's just do this like this always in this tradition, and it's just explain to our kids we've been doing this like this forever, without any answer, without any solution, without any answer. We just gonna tell them, hey, let's just keep doing it like this. This is how we've been doing it. Why change now? That's not how we've been doing it. Give me that.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31.
Yeah.
And if the people of the land bring wares,
it's like if the people of the land bring anywhere, that's just silverware, hardware, fragrance ware, W-A-R-E, read.
And any victuals, any victuals on the Sabbath day.
On the Sabbath day. Today is the Sabbath day. It looks like you selling ware, like you selling fragrances. Now I'm here to warn you because that's my job. I don't want that blood on my hand because I didn't save my brother that day. You know what I'm saying? Read.
To sell.
They say to sell, read.
That we should not buy it.
We should not buy what?
Of them on the Sabbath.
On the Sabbath day. Give me Leviticus 7. Give me Leviticus 19. Because that's real love according to the Bible. Real love is me telling you, hey, that's wrong. If I would have knew what real love was back then, my brothers wouldn't be locked up. Right. My brothers wouldn't be serving time 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. You know, I got 6 brothers, most of them locked up. I'm just being real with you. I'm just being real with you, but because I didn't know what love was. If I would have told them, hey, nah, that ain't right, stop doing that. I'm thinking, nah, don't snitch on them, don't tell them why. Because I love my brother. Now they locked up. I ain't gonna be able to see my brother. Exactly. I'm still, I got probably 20-something years to go. Give me that. That's what real love is, according to the Bible. Real love is correcting your brother and telling them what's right, so therefore you can bring them back in and you can save their life. There's no point of not telling your brother that what they're doing is wrong, so they can keep doing it, and you feel like you're gonna lose a friend. Man, forget friendship. I'm here for your soul. I'm here for your life, your livelihood. Give me Leviticus 7. Give me that. Leviticus 19. Read.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17.
Bring it up.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother.
It's like you shouldn't hate me, read.
In thy heart.
It's like you shouldn't hate me in your heart, which is your mind, read.
Thou shalt in any wise.
It's like in any wise. Any wise meaning on the contrary, read.
Rebuke thy neighbor.
Rebuke thy neighbor means when I see you going off a straight, I'm gonna correct you. Say, bruh, you shouldn't be smoking that. Bruh, you shouldn't be over drinking like that, bruh. Eventually, you shouldn't be drinking and driving, bruh. You're gonna eventually lose your life. If I was to just say, I'm like, man, let that man be that man, I might not see that brother anymore. Read.
And not suffer sin upon him.
And not suffer what?
Sin upon him.
Let me ask y'all a question. I know you gotta go, I'm trying to bring it out to you. How many of us know what sin is? Give me an answer. Somebody give me a, what's your name again? Ronnie. Ronnie, what's sin, Ronnie? Not keeping the commandments. Salvation. Look, this is the problem with Christianity, and this is the problem with following these wicked pastors, following these people that don't know the Bible. When we say what is sin, everybody has a different answer. They say, oh, it's doing wrong against God. What is that? Because in my own mind, I can think that stepping on the cockroach may be wrong with this guy. You know what I'm saying? No, you need to know what is really wrong and what's really sin according to the Bible, because the Bible has a definition. Read it. You got what I want?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Read it.
1 John chapter 3, verse 4.
Bring it up. This is the definition of sin in the Bible. The Bible has a definition for sin. Read.
Whosoever committed sin.
It's like whosoever committed sin, read.
Transgresseth also the law.
It's like transgress the law means what you doing contrary of whatever law I have in this Bible. Sin is breaking of God's laws.
That's right.
Read.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is to do the opposite of whatever God told you to do. That's sin in according to the Bible. Right. If God say marry that woman, stop sleeping, stop shacking up with her, marry that woman, marry her before you sleep with her, that's sin for you to sleep with that woman. You know what I'm saying? If God say thou shalt not steal, and you take that merchandise, you take that from your brother, that's sin according to the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Now we're going to bring out some more laws, and we're going to try to see who is here for the Most High God. Give me 1 Corinthians 11. You know what I want. Now, when y'all read this scripture, it's going to give you multiple meanings. Yeah, but it's a certain point in here I want y'all to understand. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
Chapter 11, verse 3. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 3. But I would have you know.
Yes, I would have you know. Read.
That the head of every man is Christ.
It said the head of every man is Christ. It's talking about literal. So our head, which means that who we follow after, our leader is Jesus Christ.
Right. And the head of the woman is the man.
So what is going in an order. Y'all see that? It's a righteous order. God is about nothing but order in the Bible. Because this is a righteous order. You got God, Christ, man, woman. Read.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ. And the head of the woman is the man.
It's the head of the man is the woman. That's why they say who wear the pants in the household. It's talking about the man. Women don't wear pants. Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. Read.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So it says every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonored his head. When you reading the Bible and you hearing scriptures and you hearing the gospel of Christ, when you got your head covered as a man, that's why when you go into the church, they say take your hat off. They keep that one law and break the rest. But they telling you, you're dishonoring Christ when you're wearing your head covered, listening to the book, listening to the scripture, listening to the gospel of Christ. Read.
But every woman praying or prophesying with her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head.
That's saying that when a woman, when she hears this Bible and listens to the scriptures and prophecies and the gospel of Christ, she needs to have her head covered. Now, we're not telling you to cover your head now, but going forward, we're trying to give you a law according to the Bible. This is a law. This is why you see the women in the church with the big hats. I don't know, that's really a status, but they keeping the law. So you need to have your head covered when you listen to the scriptures, and you got to have your head uncovered when you listen to the scriptures or you're reading your Bible. Right. All right? Give me Deuteronomy 22. We're going to bring out another law. Now, we out here, and like I said before, we out here to warn our people. Why? Because like I told you earlier, it's brotherly love to warn our people. If I was to see you out here walking astray, I'm not correcting you. That's not love. Like I told you earlier, I wish I would have corrected my brothers before when I had the chance of knowing what real love was. They would be out of prison. You know what I'm saying? They'll be living a good life, like they'll be outside of prison, have their freedom, being liberated. You know what I'm saying? Being able to keep these commandments, but yet we don't realize what these commandments do for us. Give me that.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So the law is the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto the man. Now, the thing is, the laws were given to the Israelites during the time of Moses. Moses was the Israelite. He brought us out of Egypt into the wilderness through the Red Sea. He freed the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Read. That's why this is the first 5 books. It's Deuteronomy. Read the 5th book. Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
It say neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. What's a woman's garment? A dress. So you shouldn't be wearing a dress. I'll be real with you. If you know what I'm saying? You can be real. If we out here wearing dress, we out here teaching you, you gonna look at us like, you gonna keep walking. You gonna be like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So read it from the top. So now we know what a man should not wear that which pertains to a woman is a dress. You wear a dress, I'm gonna tell you that's unlawful. Why? Because God made a distinction. God likes order. God likes to separate the two. He likes to have easy order. Why? Because when he see you, when a man see you from afar, he should know that's a man. I shouldn't be asking myself, I don't know, like these days. Right. Now you just gotta ask for baby pictures. I mean, you gotta look for birth certificates. Read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
It say a woman should not wear that which pertaineth to a man. What do women wear these days that pertain to a man, sis? If a man's not supposed to wear a dress, there you go, sis. That was never lawful with our sisters. When you look in the old times, even when we was in slavery, let me see if I can find a picture. We in slavery. Back then, we still wore dresses. Our sisters be like, it's too hot. We picked cotton in dresses. Right. We was in slavery in dresses. There's no excuse not to wear a dress. They just don't want to wear a dress. Why? That's the spirit. Read it again.
Deuteronomy 22 verse 5.
And keep in mind, we're not here to offend nobody, but if the law offends you, then are we offending you? Because it's coming from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
The woman should not be wearing pants. Why? Because, be honest with you, when you wear pants, men only see one thing. They already sex you with their eyes. That should be for your husband. Are y'all together? Are y'all married or what? So y'all soon to be married. That's a righteous thing. Marriage is honorable according to the Bible. The Most High God does not honor boyfriend and girlfriend. That's not in the scriptures. When you see the rate, I just read a post yesterday. It said 17,000 people was diagnosed with HIV in Houston. That's just in Houston. Now, if we would be honorable and marry our sisters, those numbers will greatly diminish.
Don't know who you are, let me show ya. Don't know you a star, let me show ya. Greatest by far, let me show ya. Don't know who you are, let me show ya.
Give me that. The marriage is honorable. You got it? Matter of fact, yeah. Marriage is honorable according to God. God does not honor boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a rise in STDs. That's why you have a rise in baby daddies, child support. Why? Because y'all are not keeping the righteous order. Y'all not marrying the sisters. Y'all keeping boyfriend and girlfriend, and y'all are separated. And the Bible says, don't whore at your daughters. That's whoring out your daughter when you don't marry her. You have a baby by her, and then eventually she goes off into another man. Bro, we are a nation of people. The base of a nation is family. Husband, wife, children. That's how we build the nation. We build them under that code. Read it.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Marriage is honorable.
Marriage is what?
Honorable in all.
It says marriage is honorable in all. So it's a good thing that you said you're going to marry the sister. We want to let you know that's a law according to the Bible to marry your sister. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
It's saying the bed undefiled, which means that's going a little deep and it's a little indiscreet. But that's going to your discretion. Whatever y'all do in the bedroom, y'all married, that's y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? It's lawful. But when you having sex and all that outside of marriage, that's when you leaving. That's when you leaving the gateway to STDs, baby mamas, the death of our nation as our people. We're trying to build the nation together. Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
And the bed undefiled. What's going on, man? We were going over marriage for the Israelites. Read.
But whoremongers.
But whoremongers. Let me ask you a question. What's a whoremonger?
I'm gonna judge you.
A person that deals with whores. You ever seen Black Panther? And you see you had Killmonger? That was a person that did what? He promoted killing. There you go. He promoted killing. So he was dealing with killing. So he said he was a killmonger, which means he deals with killing. A whoremonger is a man that deals with whores. Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So God say marriage is honorable. I honor that. I'm gonna bless that. If y'all get married, I'm gonna make sure I bless y'all marriage. I'm gonna make sure I bless her womb. I'm gonna make sure I bless your seed. Y'all gonna be fruitful. Y'all gonna multiply. Y'all gonna have beautiful kids. Read.
And the bed undefiled. But whoremongers.
But whoremongers, that's people that deal outside of the marriage, that's not getting married, that's whoring out our sisters, sleeping from woman to woman to woman, man to man to man. Read.
And adulterers.
And adulterers are people that sleep outside of the marriage. Y'all are married. Y'all are one flesh. You don't want to bring others into the marriage. Read.
God will judge.
It's like God will what?
God will judge.
One more time.
God will judge.
So it's a righteous thing that y'all getting y'all paperwork. It's a righteous thing that y'all getting married. Give me that in Tobit, because that's an honorable thing according to the law. That's an honorable thing according to God. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do anything outside of God, because why? God is who gives you your blessings. You know what I'm saying? God is giving you, that's Jeremiah 5, but give me that real quick. And Tobit, I think it's Tobit 7, give me that real quick, because why? We want y'all to get married. It's a beautiful thing. I'm married. 90% of the brothers out here are married. I've been with my wife for 4 years. We've been together for 12. It's a beautiful thing. Got 2 beautiful kids, but we want y'all to get married. Why? Because we care about our people. We care about the nation of our people. Right. The root of our nation, the root of building a nation is families. It's based solely on families, because once you get the family together, the nation can thrive.
The book of Tobit, chapter 8, verse 7. And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister for lust.
It said, I didn't take her for lust. I took her because what? I want to marry, I want to build a family with her. Read. Because if you take a sister for lust, eventually that lust dies off. Lust dies. Let me real with you. Read.
But uprightly,
You read it?
therefore, mercifully ordained that we may become heirs together.
That we may become heirs together. Read. Is that what? I think on 7 and 14, we're talking about getting married and having actual paperwork. You actually have to have paperwork because why? Without the paperwork, she can easily leave. You can easily leave her. Y'all can say I'm common law married, but even with common law, you don't have to have paperwork. No, we want y'all to get paperwork because that's lawful and your blessings come from God. Right. You got what I want? Read.
Tobit 7 and 14.
They probably bring it out. We're like, we gotta go, man. Come on. I do, but no, let's bring it out there. Read.
And called Edna his wife.
It say what? Read it from the top.
And called Edna his wife.
Read. Is that what it say? He took paperwork. Read.
And took paper.
And took what?
Paper.
And took what?
Paper.
Read.
And did write an instrument of covenant.
That's how you write an instrument of covenant between y'all marriage. Y'all get paperwork. All right. We don't want y'all to create a baby daddy. We want to build a nation. We want to start by you, by the families. The scriptures say gather together. Give me.
Book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 22.
And what was your name again? Ronnie. What's your name now? I never heard that. I know. Oh yeah, ask it. I'm sorry. Read.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
It say wives submit yourselves unto your husband. What does that mean? We're not talking slavery here. Women hate that submit word. It's not a bad thing to submit yourself to a husband, especially if your husband is a righteous man. You get what I'm saying? Read it again.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
Because he was the pants in the household. If he has an order in the household, he wants things done a certain way, that's his order. You get what I'm saying? That's the order of the Lord. Just how we have to submit ourselves unto Christ, the woman has to submit herself unto her husband. Read.
As unto the Lord.
As unto the Lord. Read. Because just how Sarah called Abraham Lord, you're submitting yourself unto him. Not in dominance. That's what we're trying to prove to y'all. Not in dominance. Not in no domination stuff. No. He a righteous man. He gonna keep the law. He gonna make sure he's safe. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make sure he's within the household. He's gonna make sure he's not committed adultery. He's gonna make sure he's not lying, but he's gonna be a righteous man. You get what I'm saying? If you follow a righteous man, there's nothing wrong with that.
How long?
If you follow a wicked man,
I gotta follow along with all these different things.
it's definitely so wrong. Read.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
Is the hood?
The head of the wife.
We already went over there in 1 Corinthians 11. What does it mean to be the head, sis?
Come on now, if God is God, He knows what we're going to do before we do.
But you say you can't say he's not reacting.
Okay.
You see, he's the head, which means that you need to follow him. He's not gonna if he's a good man, a righteous man, he ain't gonna lead you wrong. He ain't gonna lead you wrong. I've been my wife 12 years. He ain't gonna lead you wrong. I make sure that she's what? She's on a good diet. I make sure what? She's fed. I make sure she's clothed. She's taken care of. If he a husband, he's gonna make sure he's taken care of. You got shelter, you got somewhere to hide your shame, you got a roof over your head, he's gonna make sure you're taken care of according to the law, according to the scripture. You get that sense? That's what it means to submit yourself unto your husband. And he's gonna correct you when you're falling off. I gotta correct my wife a few times out the week, but hey, I do it out of love, like we read in Leviticus. We do it out of love.
So God knew that.
1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 6.
So now,
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham.
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham. You know Sarah and Abraham, right? According to the scripture in Genesis, read.
Calling him Lord.
Calling him Lord. She wasn't calling him her God. She was just giving reverence, which means respect unto him. That's my Lord. That's my husband. That's who I follow. Read.
Whose daughters ye are. As long as ye do well.
As long as ye do well by her, read.
And are not afraid with any amazement.
I'm not afraid with any amazement. You shouldn't be ashamed to follow your husband. You know what I'm saying, sis? You shouldn't be feeling any type of way to say my husband is a good man. I make sure whatever he do, I say because why? He has my best interest. You know what I'm saying? I have my wife's best interest. So if I tell her to do something, she knows it's for her betterment. She might not like it at the time, but eventually she comes around and be like, I thank you for telling me to do that. She said, I thank you for telling me to do what you told me to do. It made me a better person. It was the right thing to do to that sister. You told me to apologize to her and to her only. That was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Likewise, ye husband.
Likewise, he husband. It's your turn. he like, damn, I thought I got off scotch free. Read.
Dwell with them.
Dwell with them. which means you need to dwell with your wife. Read.
According to knowledge.
According to knowledge, you got. We're gonna get the knowledge. According to knowledge, meaning you gotta dwell with her according to scripture. Ain't no such thing as man, you gotta do this and this and that. Is it scriptural? You get what I'm saying? If God didn't say do it, I'm not gonna tell my wife to do that. That ain't scriptural. Read.
Giving honor unto the wife.
You say you gotta give honor unto her, just like she gotta give honor unto you. Read.
As unto the weaker vessel.
It's known that the wife is the weaker vessel. Read.
And is being heirs together of the grace of life.
They say being heirs together to the grace of life. When they say be heirs together, heir to what? To the kingdom. Heir to rulership. Y'all gonna get the kingdom together when y'all get married. It's like knowing except y'all get the kingdom together, you gotta treat it as such. Meaning what? I'm gonna get the kingdom and soil you.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation